E-type Jag. Right, I'm going to tell you a little story about an E-type Jag, and this is true. This is the God's honest truth. Now when I was 17, I think I was just 17, and it was my first holiday away with my mates. Now I guess I was a bit innocent at 17, you know, we weren't the 17 that we are nowadays. You know, kids seem to grow a lot older quicker, I think. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? Now I used to lust after this car when I was a kid. The E-type Jag, it used to be like, I don't know what it used to be like. I used to lust after E-type Jags. Well, any road up, going back to my story, because I don't like digressing, as you know, I went on holiday with my mates. There was John McQuillan, Clifford Stockton, Kevin Hart and Ali Cooter, right, they're all my mates. And we went to Skegness, well a little way from Skegness, called Chapel St Leonard's. Skeggy Cruiser will know the place, it's only up the road from him. And we stopped in a decrepit caravan because that's all we could get as kids, 4 young kids. You're not going to rent out a villa, are you? Well, there weren't villas in them days. Well, any road up, we got chatting to a newspaper shop owner, if you like, and we used to go in there looking at bloody magazines, you know, the top shelf malarkeys, as you do when you're kids. And it just so happens that this chap had got an E-type Jag, a red one. It was bloody lovely. Now this was the early 70s, so it would have been fairly new, I'd have thought. But any road up, digressing again, one particular night we all ran out and got pissed, as you do when you're kids. And the other lads had been hooked up with a couple of birds, and I was on my little old Onio. Fairly pissed because we've been drinking bottles of sherry. We could get bottles of sherry cheap, you know, out of the keg if you like. So it was a cheap way of getting pissed. So I'm pretty pissed. And as we were walking past the shop owner come out. And he said, "Hello, how you doing?" I said, "I'm all right." He says, what you up to? I says, "I'm just going back home. All my mates, you know, fitted off with birds and God knows what." And he said, "Do you fancy a spin?" I thought, Jesus, a spin in a bloody E-type Jag. You know, I thought, whoa, great. So anyway, I get in this E-type Jag, don't I? It's a red one, beautiful car. And we go for miles and miles into the deepest countryside of Lincolnshire. And it was great, the bloody bonnet mile ahead. Lovely car. Must get these indicators off for me fellow vloggers. Any road up, digressing again. Yeah, we go for miles and miles, and then suddenly it pulls into a lay-by, right? Now I'm miles away from bloody anywhere here. I'm 17, never been kissed. And he says, "Have a look at these." Right, and he gets some magazines out, and they weren't girly magazines, the sort that I was quite fond of at the time. They were men magazines, you know. They must have come from, I don't know, Holland or wherever sort of pornographic magazines come from. And it were all these men with thingies sort of rock hard, and it says, "What do you reckon to them?" Now by this stage I'm getting a little bit nervous, as you can imagine, because I'm heterosexual, you know, it don't interest me the other side of things. And I can't tell you how bloody shit scared I were in that bloody lay-by. I thought, Jesus, I got my hand on the handle ready to bloody take a run. And then he must have realised, you know, that I weren't really in the game for that sort of thing, and starts driving off again, right? And he drops me back off, and he says, I've got a villa in Spain if ever you want to come over. I thought, oh, well, anyway, I get back to the caravan, and there the lads are, pissed as rats, and when I tell them about my adventure, they absolutely piss themselves. Anyway, that's totally true. I've never been so bloody scared in all my life. But that's my little vlog for this afternoon, the E-Type Jag.